What's up, squad? Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Permian Basin Playbook. I'm your host, K-Ball, and you already know this is where West Texas sports live. We got a stacked episode today. Playoff stars in the building, big performances, great teammates, and West Texas football at its finest. But, of course, let me bring my squad in, my brothers, my co-hosts, Big Joe, our man in the middle, and Serge, our Mr. Dual Threat quarterback. What's up, fellas?
What's going on, man?
Y'all
What's
ready
up,
to get
guys?
this? Y'all ready to get this going? All right,
Ready.
let's introduce our guest. First up, a senior leader, an anchor on the offensive line, one of the best tackles in the state of Texas, Seminole's own Chase Elrod. What's up, Big Chase?
What's up?
Hey,
Next,
so where's the clapping noise at, Keith?
I
You always put
got
that.
we got to edit it. All right. Next,
Okay.
this young man has taken Texas by storm this season. Explosive, fearless, electric with the ball. Freshman phenom, Buddha Guerra. What's up, Buddha?
What's up?
And finally, the man with ice in his veins, Junior Mojo kicker, Iker Munoz is in the building. What's up, Iker?
What's up?
Good to have you guys, man. Iker, by the way, I have dubbed you Iker Munoz Janikowski because you're a left-footed kicker. No disrespect, but man, you got ice in your veins. You've come a long ways, man. You made some big kicks this year. But all right,
Thank you.
Iker.
Really appreciate that.
Does he know
Iker,
who's? Does he know who
we're
that is?
what's up?
Does
No,
he
Does
know?
you know.
Yeah, does he even know who Janikowski is?
No,
I don't watch no football or nothing like
Oh, come on, man.
he
All
don't.
right, Chase, I'm gonna go
Iker.
over to you, man. You have opened up some massive lanes all year. Is there a favorite pancake block that you've had from this season?
I'm not sure. Probably some against Greenwood. That's my favorite game for sure.
Gets Greenwood.
Yes, sir. I don't
Yeah,
think I have a specific one though.
you've been laying people out all year, all your whole career, man. But all right, Joe, I'll pass it over to you. I know you got some good ones for him.
Yeah. All right, Chase. I'm gonna ask you a question real quick because offensive linemen are special, right? We all know this. The quarterbacks get all the glory, and the running backs and receivers, but really, it all follows the O line. And so, when was the moment that you figured out that you could play? Because really, as an offensive defensive lineman, a lot of times you don't know. There's not stats, right? There's not a lot of stats like quarterbacks and receivers. So when was the time that you go, hey man, I think I'm pretty good at this?
Uh, I think going into my junior year, we were in spring practice and we started doing one-on-ones and I used to get whooped. But I'd put on about 50 pounds and we started doing one-on-ones. I started locking dudes up and I realized I could play a little bit. So that kind of propelled me and motivated me.
That's
Ever
good.
since then, he's just been mauling people, man. It's
Yeah,
good
that's
to have
good.
you on, Chase, man. We've been following you a bunch this year.
Thank you.
Ch- Chase, so what's your measurables? What's your height and weight?
So I'm 6'6", I'm barefoot. I weighed in last at 292.
Wow,
Wingspan is in the 6'11", 7 foot range. So
man, that's awesome.
Can you dunk a basketball?
I haven't tried in a minute.
So here's what
Last
here's
time,
here's what you need
my,
to do because college coaches love seeing this. Stand right underneath the goal, take one step, and if you can dunk it, you need to post it on social media.
yes, sir. I've had a couple coaches ask me if I can dunk. Actually,
That
So, but what if you
shows the
can't?
athleticism.
But what if you can't? Do you still post
Then
it or not?
throw that clip out. All right, Buddha, I got one for you. Freshman season, dude, playoff stage, and you look unfazed, dude. Like, what was the moment
that.
this
Nah,
year that made you kind of realize that you belonged under these lights?
definitely after the Greenwood game.
You felt like you belonged?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you've been shining, dude. What'd you
Thank you.
have? 160 last game and two TDs?
Something like that.
Yeah,
Yes,
something
sir.
like that. Yeah, I got you.
All right, Buddha, have you? I have a good question here for you. And I think I asked you off here, but I'm gonna ask you again. Did you ever find out how your parents came up with your name?
Yes.
Let me know.
Okay. You know those Chinese Buddha statues, like the little
Yeah.
chubby statues? I used to look like that when I was little, and my nana gave me that nickname. So
That is awesome. I
Heck
love
yeah.
yeah.
hats off to your nana, man. I
We
like
got to
it.
clip that. That's getting clipped for sure.
I like it.
So Buddha, so obviously going in, your freshman year, you're trying to find a way to fit in. I think you had a pretty good idea that you were gonna probably play on varsity. I think your coaches had already kind of had that conversation with you. They were kind of prepping you. As soon as your eighth grade season was over, they were going to kind of get you, get you ready for this season. Can you describe your relationship with some of the veterans on the team and who's helped guide you and how that's how's your relationship with some of those seniors and they've kind of just taken you underneath your wing and all that stuff?
Who's helped me the most was probably Logan McCormick. I've talked to him the most about how to run these routes and basically all the wide receivers that I've talked to and the running backs, Kay and Kramer has helped me a lot. And just thank you to my own line that's making me shine.
No doubt.
Yeah,
You're
it's
doing
kind of
good, man.
nice to have
Yeah. Yeah.
6'7" over here.
Yep, for sure.
All right,
Thankful to have
Iker,
him.
man, aka Janikowski, you had some big time kicks last week, and you've had some big time kicks, especially over at the league game. Was huge. It was awesome, man. Can you take us through your mindset when it's coming down to a big time kick, and what kind of goes through your head?
To be honest, I don't really like talk. I don't like think of nothing when I'm coming to the kick. But I be playing a song in my head, thinking that I'm gonna make this kick and all that.
I got you. Is there a
I
certain
always,
song that you hum?
I usually like do rap, like
Yeah.
Drake, Lil Baby, all that.
I like it. I like it. That's good, man. It quiets the subconscious mind whenever you hum a song. I always tell my hitters that if they're getting too far in their head, sing your favorite song. That's smart, man. You're beyond your years.
Yes, I think.
Iger, did did your parents know you were going to be a kicker?
Not really, but a little bit.
Did they know soccer? I mean, did y'all play soccer? Is that what you are, a soccer player?
Yes, sir. I'm a soccer player.
So, because if you look at your name, Iker, I mean, you just throw another K in there, baby, and you can easily say kicker, right? Kiker, kicker. I mean, you can say your parents had something there, man. There was something there whenever they developed your name. So hats off to your parents. I mean, all you guys got some pretty cool names, man. I like it. I like it. But
Heck yeah.
tell me, Iker, I have a question, man. How does it feel? Seriously, I've often said this, and I'm glad you're here with me today. I often wonder if you kids really know kind of the tradition and the history and how special it is to play for Odessa Permian. Do you realize that? Do y'all talk about that?
Yes, sir. We talk about it a lot, especially like our coaches, especially. But yeah, that's basically it.
They're
That's
always
good.
they're preaching to you a lot, huh?
Yes,
I
sir.
love it, man.
All right, Iker. Shout out to Coach Carmona, your soccer coach.
Coach Carmona, man, is he still at Permian?
He's still there, man.
That sucker's been there since Noah, man.
Yep. All
I
right,
like
Iker.
him. He's a good
Yeah,
dude.
Carmena's a great guy. All right. So, which moment this season made you say, "Yeah, I'm built for this. This is me"?
I would say against Abilene, I think it was week 3 is when I kicked a 54 yarder, like my farthest field goal. And then yeah, that's when it like went to my mind that I'm a kicker.
I can do this.
Iker, so how long have you been kicking? Have you been playing football kicking for a while?
I started last year.
Yeah, that's what I
That
feel.
is
Awesome.
impressive, man.
What
That
grade are
is
you in, Iker?
I'm a junior.
I gotcha.
that is impressive. All right, I got a question for all you guys. We could start with Chase, then go to Iker, and then Buddha. Since you're a freshman, you got to go last, homie. But all right, who is the loudest dude in the huddle on y'all's team?
Logan McCormick.
He's out there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Iker, who is it for the Panthers?
I would say Roman Lur. I don't know how to say his last name, but it's like Lurias. I
What
think.
number does he wear?
I think it's 4.
Number 4. Buddha, who do you think?
Definitely Logan McCormick.
He's
No doubt
crazy.
about it. Definitely him.
Gotta be.
Shout out to McCormick, man. It's a good guy.
I got one for all three of you as well, man. All of us, when you're growing up little, everybody has someone that they looked up to, someone that inspired them to be who you guys are growing into still. So I'll start with you, Chase, and we can go down the who's inspired you, man.
So at first, I think it was my brothers. They both played here at Seminole, and they're pretty good. So when I was a little kid, I was like, all right, I just got to be better than them. And then once I started getting into high school, I started training with a guy named Brandon Carter, and he played at Tech and was an All-American, did everything. And so now he's the one. And I'm like, all right, I got to be better than this guy now. So
Awesome.
I dig it, man.
How
How
about
about you,
Ike?
Iker?
I would say my family. My family pushed me all the way to this place, and then this is how I started. After soccer practice, they came up to me and asked me if I wanted to play kicker, and then I told my mom, and she was like, "You should try it out." So I did, and then here I am.
That's amazing, man.
So it's especially my mom who inspired me.
Nice. That's great, man. Shout out to moms.
Mhm.
All right, Buddha. Who's been pivotal for you?
Probably Christian McCaffrey.
There you
Nice.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably him.
I like
Loved
it.
him ever since I was a little kid. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be just like him.
Yeah, I can
Try to fit
see
my
it.
shoes in him.
You can
I
see
can
some
see it.
similarities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see that for sure.
That's awesome.
All right, guys. Last one question for you guys. Same thing. We'll go down the row here. Give us one fun fact about yourself that's outside of football.
Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one, Sergio. I like that one.
it's rough. I don't know. It's a hard question, man. That's like all I do.
Is there like are y'all readers? Do y'all play a video game? Can you
I got
dance?
one. I got
Low
one.
key?
I play games. Yeah, I play games that like NCAA. That's probably my college football.
Oh, I'm gonna
Does
have to
that
get
mean-
him on the stick, Serge.
Or is it school? Chase, do you love school so much that you just stick to school and football?
I mean, it's all right. As long as my grades are good enough to go to college, I'm good.
There you go. Keep that GPA up, boys. Iker, what's something fun about you, man?
To be honest, I don't have nothing, but I would say my game also. I usually play FIFA. That's literally it.
You're a gamer too?
Yes, sir.
Nice. I know Buddha's got something in the bag. I can tell by his face.
Definitely video games.
You're a gamer too?
Definitely video games.
What's
I was
the
playing
game?
before I got on here, so
What's the
I'm still
game?
young though, so I play a lot.
I still
So
get down, dude. I still get down on the PS5. What do you play, Buddha?
2K
I got you.
Oh, wow.
basketball.
Basketball.
All right. I
So how
dig
much
it.
time is on your huddle right now?
Couldn't tell you.
Well, I'm going to ask them, you better log in and they better be.
Yeah. Well, I don't run mine. My dad does. So
Well, you still got to be on there.
yeah.
All right, guys. What is and we'll start with you, Chase, again. What is a pre-game ritual that you guys go through before every game?
I don't know. I usually just sit in the corner. I'm alone. I put my AirPods in and I just listen to music. And I go get taped. I don't really have a ritual. I just that's all I do. I listen to music.
Man, which it's always the quiet ones you got to look after, and homeboy is 290 pounds, Serge. You know, you got to watch out for that dude. Iker, you got any pregame rituals?
I put on my headphones before the game, and I just listen to music. I start stretching, and then hit a little bit of kicks before.
Yeah. What about you, Buddha?
Don't have one.
Nothing. You just
Nothing.
strap it
Yeah.
up. Let's
Yeah,
get
just
it.
talk to everybody. Just
Locked and loaded, baby, ready to go.
don't be worried or nothing. Just ready to play.
Hey, Joe, Buddha stays ready. He don't have to get ready.
Yeah, he gets up. Ready
Heck
to go. I like it. I like it.
yeah.
And guys, I guess I have a question. I don't know if I cut. I'm sorry if I cut, but
You're good.
have any of you guys seen your next opponent for next week? Have you guys seen him yet?
Well, I saw two Brock players at UTEP this weekend, and I watched.
Oh,
I So yeah, I saw them, talked to them, and I told them I'll see them this Friday. So it was pretty fun.
I like it.
no doubt, man. How about you, Iker? Because I know Allen. I know they're pretty tough. I don't know if you guys have seen them yet.
To be honest, all I know about them is they're number 2 in state. That's literally all I know.
That's right.
That they can play.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and hats off to you guys, you know, to be playing high school football still during the Thanksgiving holidays is a special thing, man. So
Yeah.
get up, soak it up. I used to tell players back when I coached, when you play during Thanksgiving, really for the rest, you guys are just starting your lives and you guys are going to be 70 years old and you're going to forget lots of things, right? You're going to forget most of your high school career. You're going to forget the time you fumbled the football. I mean, you're just going to forget a lot of things. But I'm going to tell you right now, this week, you'll never forget. You'll just never forget it. You'll never forget practicing on Thanksgiving Day or pre-gaming or the game after. You'll never forget that for the rest of your life. So, man, just soak that sucker up. Soak it up as much as you can. As a matter of fact, you may not even forget the podcast that you're having now. I mean, that's how special this week is, right? You may not even forget this moment. So soak it up and hats off to you guys.
Buddha, you looked in much into Brock?
No, not at all.
You
I
just
don't look
ready to
into
go get
nobody.
it.
Just ready.
I like it, man. I like Buddha, man. That's tight.
Guy just says he's ready to go. I
He
love it.
stays ready.
Yep.
I like
Let's get lined up, right, Buddha?
Yep. Right now.
Oh man, that's great.
Chase. Hey, Chase, in practice, Buddha's just a freshman. Am I correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So, I mean, does he know he's a freshman? Because the way it sounds like it, right? Like he doesn't know he's a freshman. Like he's a
I,
senior.
I'll tell you now, in the off season, he didn't know he was a freshman.
That's
Summer workouts, he didn't know he was a freshman.
awesome.
Now, I think he knows in the locker room. But
Uh,
I mean, in practice,
He's a
I mean,
Seminole Indian.
yeah, yes,
Yeah.
sir.
and that goes to a lot of good leadership like yourself there, Chase. A lot of times those high school kids, when a freshman comes in, you start trying to pump that little freshman, or you don't want him on the team because you think your boys, So for people like you, Chase, to welcome Buddha in there, and be just part of the team instantly, that shows how close you guys are as a program, and your coaches too, man. So how well your coaches have collaborated and brought all you guys in together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree, man. Especially the further you guys get on into the playoffs, especially facing the opponents you guys have this week, you're going to need each other. No matter if it's a freshman, sophomore, senior, whatever, you're going to need each other and lean on each other, man. But we've been following you guys, all year long. We're so happy to be able to get you guys on. I think the thing that sticks out to me about all three of you guys is y'all's mindsets. Like you don't let it get too high, but you also you do take it very serious, and you love your teammates. But I think the thing that I like about you guys is you're all kind of even keel, wouldn't you say that, Serge?
Yeah, I'd say that. I think that's pretty synonymous across the board. So especially like I said, for the positions that they play, and the positions they're in as far as this far in the playoffs, I like where their mindset is right now,
Heck
leading into
yeah.
these big games.
All right,
Hey,
guys, go ahead, Joe.
got another question. So we'll start with you, Chase. Let's go down this road here. So, Jay, do you play any other sports in high school?
In high school, no, I played basketball in eighth grade. There was some injuries, and then I was all right. I got to play football. I don't have a plan B. That's all it is. So that's all I do.
That's all you want to do. How about you, Iker? I know you kick that soccer ball around.
Uh, yeah, I just play soccer. That's literally it.
That's awesome.
And that's it.
Iker, so do you just show up to practice? You practice soccer during your athletic period, I'm guessing, right?
No, sir. I'm in the football period.
You're in the football period right now?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Iker, since you are a kicker, you're at the 6A level. I would assume, schools like Seminole and Greenwood, for the most part, have a hard time finding full-time kickers, right? Either they play a different position, another position, stuff like that. But how many kicks a day do you say you go through?
I would say at least 30 to 35 around there.
Somewhere around there. So you're off, and that's including the drills as well, right? I mean, or
Yes, sir.
that's not drills. You're going through there, preparing to kick every day. Awesome. All right, Buddha. So how many sports are you playing?
I'll probably do baseball and track.
Baseball,
I'll probably do
track?
those two.
They got a good baseball team too. I got to
Yeah.
see them a couple times last year. The thing I like about Seminole baseball is they're a bunch of athletes. Like the third baseman can play shortstop, the second baseman can catch, can pitch, the center fielder can play third. They're just a bunch of athletes that can go play. So I'm excited to see you guys on the diamond too, man. But well, fellas, man, we appreciate you guys for coming in. We want to make sure you guys get a good night's rest. You got a big week ahead of you, but just want to let you know you guys are awesome, and you are representing your schools, your towns, and all of West Texas in a major way. And we are rooting for y'all this week, man. Go get them and stay healthy. Best of luck, safe travels, and we're all praying for you guys.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right,
See y'all
man.
later, man.
Y'all go get them.
Good luck
See
this
ya.
week, fellas.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Great. It's a good bunch of kids right there.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna move y'all in. Joe, move next to me. All
There
right.
you go. Look at that. Boom.
Serge,
Just
scoot over here, man. Bring it in for the real thing.
Just pop, dude.
See how we do that? How
That's
about those
awesome.
guys, man? Isn't that neat?
It's cool, man. Yeah, that's
Hey,
pretty.
Glad.
6'6", flat-footed. God
Yes.
dang.
And
Man, no,
290.
Yeah.
he's a big guy. He can play. I've seen him on film.
Yep.
Play.
Yeah.
He
I
can
mean, he
move.
can probably help him in hoops right now if he went out and
Oh
played.
yeah. I mean,
It's a big difference maker at the 4A level.
come off the bench at least and just
Mhm.
give him a few minutes every couple runs or something.
Steve needs some help in Permian, man. Maybe he can
Yes.
make a rebounds for him over there.
He's already trying to give me the game plan against Midland Christian the other day. He's calling me the other day, Saturday morning, worried about it. I said, "What?" He said, "Why are you worried about these guys
I'm
for?"
driving through a tunnel right now, Coach Floyd. All right, let's switch into our news and notes. UTPB football, historic 37-24 playoff win over CSU Pueblo, program's first ever D2 playoff victory. And shout out to, what do you call him, Joe?
Little Favre.
Little Brett Favre, man. Cannon Gibson was out there slinging the pill. Shout out to UTPB Falcons, man. That's awesome to see. But
Hey,
what's
also,
up?
just to let you know about that, the UTPB Falcons. They got the Mathis brothers. You ever heard of them?
No.
The Mathis brothers. Y'all know of Coach Bubba Williams, right? Everybody knows Bubba
Yes.
Williams, a Hall of Fame high school coach out of Odessa. Out of Pecos.
Pecos, yeah.
He's my first AD, hired me. I coached under him. His three grandchildren play at UTPB.
Oh, no kidding.
He has three grandchildren. They're all brothers. They all play at UTPB.
Very cool.
Yeah.
The Mathis brothers.
Yep.
All right.
Three last.
So speaking of
Relation to
UTPB,
Claude?
Yeah, they're all his sons.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
very
So
cool.
Yeah.
Claude is the head coach at DeSoto, Keith.
Got you.
Did they all go to DeSoto?
Yeah. Well, no. So the oldest one graduated at, when he left DeSoto and went to college for a
Marshall.
little bit, To
Okay,
Marshall. So he graduated over there, Marshall. So that's where he played at.
gotcha.
But
Been
the
around a bunch of
twins, they did.
athletes.
So the twins did. They graduated there in DeSoto. I think one was a corner and the other was a safety, maybe, or something like that.
I didn't see who they have next, but
I didn't either. That's what I was about to ask if
shout
anybody
out to
knew.
them though, because when they first
It's
started the program, it didn't look that great, you know, and then after hiring, it's McCullough, right? After
mhm.
hiring McCullough, the program completely changed, and they've been on upward trajectory ever since then. So, but
Oh yeah.
speaking of Division II sports, Lone Star Conference basketball is getting going too. Sul Ross edged out UTPB the other
Hey,
night.
man, I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you something. Sul Ross has beaten UTPB. They beat Angelo State. Sul Ross got some players over there,
yeah,
man.
yeah, for sure. Speaking of Angelo State, the women's volleyball clinched their second straight Lone Star Conference championship on Saturday. They have played phenomenal. Forget they beat LCU in the championship for their second straight ship. The last point I've got is 33 Lead Foundation Athletic Banquet, January 18th at the Bush Convention Center, celebrating student athletes, coaches, and community members. Coaches, get your nominations in.
Or
Joe
we're not
is,
gonna have, or we're
yeah,
not gonna have one.
right. Please
Seriously.
get your nominations in.
Takes
Man,
5 minutes.
Five
we
minutes.
right now we got three volleyball coaches that have submitted.
Hey, Coach Howard got it done, right?
Coach Howard's not got it done yet.
Oh, I talked to her just the other day. She was trying to fill it out.
She lied. So
Audra
uh,
Howard, come on.
Snyder, Coach Samples of Snyder, Coach Herrera at Odessa Permian, and trying to think of can't think of the other volleyball coach right off the top of my head, but and then in football, Coach Gonzalez from Snyder, and then John Fellows from the current Yellow Jackets.
Got you.
That's
All
it. And so I don't know. I mean, these coaches, and I think they fooled the public. You know, they
right.
coaches, like, yeah, I'm sorry I didn't call you back. No, you chose not to call you back. I know what they do. Sergio, you know what they do. They got 5 minutes. Hell, they got longer than 5 minutes to fill out the damn thing. You know what I mean? So I hope they're listening.
Oh, we're going to clip this. This is going to
Yeah,
be clipped.
I hope they're listening, man. Like I don't know, I'm tired of trying to chase these lazy fools down. We just ain't gonna have one.
If I start tagging them on our post.
Hey, we
I'm
are
about
being
worn
seen
out.
too. Speaking of that, thank y'all viewers, everybody on our social platforms. We've been seen almost 200,000 times from just this season between TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all that. So we have definitely grown. We're sending out clips of kids, trying to get them some views so that we can showcase our talent in the Permian Basin. So speaking of talent, man, uh, some good teams got beat from the Permian Basin this week.
Yes.
Saw some really good teams, but we saw some really good games. Uh, I felt like the NFL Red Zone watching 3 or 4 games at one time, trying to update you guys on what was going on. But some epic games, man. So y'all ready to start our breakdowns?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Our first game is Rankin, who's 10-2, facing Whiteface. This game's going to be played in Lamesa, guys. Joe, what's your thought on it?
Man, the Rankin Red Devils, man, I feel like that even though they're in the third round, I feel like they're kind of surprising, man. I feel like, I don't feel like they got a whole lot of coverage. We talk about other teams, we've talked about the
Yeah.
other man teams or whatever, but never really talk about how good they are. They're
Yeah.
obviously having a fantastic season. And I apologize because I just keep on not mentioning them as a top team here in West Texas, but obviously
Yep.
they are. They're doing fantastic.
Yeah.
I expect them to continue to do fantastic.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree with you, Joe, that we should have been better as a foundation to get more um, out there about those guys, but we're trying to make up for it right now. And you guys have played really well. Your has played really well, but I think both offenses can be somewhat explosive going into this week. And the defensives have seemed to be kind of holding their ground as well too. I think this could be potential shootout between these two teams, man. They both put up some points. Both of their defenses are seem kind of similar. I think we could be in for a good game for the Rankin Red Devils. Good luck to you guys.
Yeah, I think so too. I think, like I said, it's pretty even across the board. I kind of maybe whoever gets that first stop and gets a score up on the board before the other team does is kind of dictate how this game goes.
Yeah, should be a good one. Gonna turn it up in Lamesa. All right, let's go over to this is a good one, guys. Seminole 9-3. We saw them beat a really talented Glen Rose team last week. I was really impressed with the Indians. They faced Brock, which I believe Brock is the number 2 or number 3 team in the state. They're 12-0. They just came off of a big time win against Estacado in which they basically handled them. I think it was 65-18. Uh, Seminole, to me, has got to control the momentum in this game. Brock could be some type of team that punishes slow starts, but really impressed with Seminole's defense last week. Of course, guys, like Robledo and then our guy Chase Elrod, man, he's just pancaking people left and right. Buddha, of course, he broke for 79 on one play last week, which was electric and it got him going. But they've got a lot of weapons. They have a good receiving core. Dominic Higgins is a great quarterback, and and of course, Caden Kramer, and you can throw Buddha back there too, man. So I'm excited to see these guys play this game, and good luck to the Indians.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be tough. I think I'm gonna make a little road trip up there to San Angelo, man. They're playing in San Angelo. I think what I'm gonna do is, I know you two know this, but back when I was little, all the way up until until my dad passed away, man, my dad would take a vacation. Yeah, he didn't. I mean, like our vacations were to playoffs. We would take road trips, man. We go on Fridays, come back home. We go on Saturdays, come back home. And so I'm gonna kind of do an old school tradition, man. I'm gonna head to San Angelo to watch Seminole and Brock, and I'm gonna head to Abilene to watch. I mean, not to Abilene, to Sweetwater to watch the Greenwood Rangers, and come on back home. So I'm looking forward to that on Friday, man. It's gonna be fun, anyways.
Heck
What
yeah.
time is this kickoff, Joe?
I think it's at 1
So
on
one, and
Friday.
then I guess, and then Greenwood plays at 7, right?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yes. So I think
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
think I'm looking forward to these. Just a bunch of good games here in this area. It'd be fun Thanksgiving for us, just kind of watching and keeping up with all these games. But I think it's Seminole can kind of weather the storm and stay within striking distance. Just getting into the fourth quarter, I think they got a shot on this. I think it's like you mentioned earlier, Keith. That Brock kind of prides themselves on getting started fast and staying ahead. So it should be a good one though.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be
Also want to
tough.
shout out Seminole free safety Austin Olivas. He is a Harvard commit, and he's a top ball hawk on the team. He's leading in interceptions, and then on the defensive line, Idam Gayton. Forgive me if I said the last name wrong, but he is causing havoc in the backfield, and those guys could be key factors for the Indians, ruining Brock's playoff chances. So,
Hey Keith,
yes, sir.
I think it's Gaitan.
Gaitan. All
Yep.
right.
About that
Idam
time.
Gaitan.
Yeah, there you go, baby.
All right.
And I'm looking at Brock's how many points they average. I'm looking at their schedule. It is crazy, man.
And they played some
One
good teams.
they
Yeah.
played their teams. I mean 52, 67, 56, 69, 56, 41, 55, 66, 69, 49, 65. The only team that really was just pretty interesting that kept it really close was Graham, who the Greenwood Rangers are going to
Yeah.
face on, on
Yeah.
Fridays. It was 28-7. And so, they got a big time offense, man. So I think Seminole has their work cut out for them, man. But Seminole's tough too. So
Yeah,
it's
they
gonna be.
are. I hope they get going, man. The defense did its job. It was kind of back and forth for a long time, and then they got some stops. The offense really got going, and the defense was able to get them off the field and get Dominic and them right back onto the offensive side. And I was impressed with the man. But that was last week. Brand new week. Let's go.
Right. That's right.
Speaking of 12-0 teams, the Greenwood Rangers are 12-0, and they face Graham, who's 9-3. Um, Graham, to me, seems like they're a little bit of run first. Last week, I want to say their quarterback led them in rushing, but he also threw for just under 180. Uh, and I text you guys this against the Eagle Mountain game early in the first quarter. I text you guys. I said I think Greenwood's offensive line is bigger and more physical. And as the game progressed, they ran the heck out of the football. A bunch of rushing touchdowns for the Greenwood Rangers. They play grown man football between Bustamante, Whitaker, Big Nasty, of course, Britton, those guys, Big Nasty Dog, Jaden Colbert, man, that's our guy. I'd like to see him and Chase go at it because they're both pretty good sized boys, man. But I think
Imagine them at KFC, all you can eat.
they'd have to turn the sign around, man. They have to turn it around. What do you think about him, Joe? What's up with the Greenwood Rangers for this week?
I'll tell you what, man. I thought this team last week was gonna give them a little scare, but man, their defense, man, shoot, those guys seem to be. I mean, they just play fast. If you watch them on film, I know Sergio has. You could tell, they're very intelligent. So not only do they have a lot of good football players, but they got a lot of smart football players.
Yeah.
Sergio, I know you've seen him on film too. I mean, really even scheme wise, and I don't talk about that often. They do things at a higher level, even scheme wise, than most 4A teams can even do, which goes to show how intelligent they are, how intelligent them kids are. So I love the Greenwood Rangers, man. Them guys can play defense. I think obviously Graham's tough. They've seen some tough opponents. It's going to be a little close, but the Greenwood Rangers are tough on the defensive side of the football, man.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to get them.
Yeah.
I think so.
Ahead,
Sorry, Keith.
You're good.
No, I was, Joe was talking about, Greenwood's defense and how they do things. I was actually talking to Lincoln today, and I said, what y'all's planning for tomorrow? And he said, well, we'll get here, at 7:30, and they'll go through their scouting report, and they'll practice offense for an hour. And then they'll go back inside and get the defensive scouting report, and they're going to practice for an hour of defense. And so I didn't know this, but Lincoln was telling me he runs scout team quarterback still right now for Greenwood right now. So he has to learn the other team's plays and try to, I thought it was pretty cool how they did that, just kind of touching on what you talked about, Joe, how they're just, they're not your normal, as far as their scheme wise, they're not your normal 4A team. You know what I mean? They do a lot of good things, and those kids do fly around to the ball, and they're just fun to watch. Yeah. I think Eagle Mountain is one of the first teams that has scored on them right out the gate. And kind of talking about Greenwood's defense, I think maybe Eagle Mountain's offensive coordinator probably did a really good job scripting, knowing what was gonna work to get down the field and score. But then here comes the Greenwood Rangers kind of adjusting to what they're doing, and like you talk about, just smart football players. You know what I mean? You'll get them once, a couple of times. After that, they'll make some adjustments and get going. So big shout out to Coach Hill and his staff, and making those things happen. But it's a big one this week, and but I still like Greenwood in this one. I know we're not giving our opinions on those things, but I'm going to go ahead and give mine.
Me too, man. I think they go get it. I ain't gonna lie. I do. I was impressed with Underhill and Wasson this week. They play really well. They're smart. Like as far as assignment football, they're smart. Not only can they run and go get the ball like in a raw sense of football, but also they know their keys. They play assignment, which at this level, you've got to be. But yeah, that's a great point, Serge, you make about um, Lincoln running the scout team, because in a sense, that defense is playing against one of the best quarterbacks in the state every single week. So by the time they see some other dude, they're like, well, we've been following this guy around all week. We're not scared of anything. That is amazing. Good job. You're a journalist, by the way, if you didn't know. A hell of an interview.
I was having a conversation, man. Like I said, I love, it's like, we all do. We love talking to kids, and,
Yeah.
we're trying to, try to figure out what everybody's doing. And, like I said, just having a conversation. We just love sports and love football, and kind of try to pick everybody's brain and how everything is done right now. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, very neat.
That kind of goes to show you, shout out Lincoln Madrid, kind of show you kind of what kind of kid he is, So there's not a lot of kids that want to jump in there. And I said, how close can they get to touching you? He said, they get pretty upset if they get close to me. So he's still off limits. So
Big old red jersey on, I bet. All right, our last game from the Permian Basin. Allen, number one team in the state, 12-0, facing Permian, who's 11-1. And Permian's salty, man. One thing about Permian that stuck out to me, of course, it was a huge win. But late in the game, they were actually down towards the goal line, and it was like fourth and goal, and they were going to go for it. And they had a false start, which pushes them back, right? And you could tell the kids got upset, right? Like they had a reaction of like, dang, that type of deal. But they didn't lose their composure. And here comes Iker, man. Comes out there, bang, 33-yarder, and comes up with a huge field goal. And then the defense goes out, and Cameron Mattingly comes up with a huge pick to seal the game, and they never lost their composure. And Lake Ridge is a good ball club, but this could be a heavyweight battle. And it's Dowd, I think, is the quarterback for Allen. They've got to get to him somehow. They got to get to him, and then let Gavin do what he does, man. Let Jacob do what he does. Let the Navarrete boys do what they do. But good luck to the Permian Panthers, man. I hope y'all go get this one.
Man, I tell you what, it's going to be tough sledding for them guys, but that's the Permian always. Like I said, they always, man, it doesn't really matter whenever they're in the playoffs. They always seem to find a way to surprise people, right? There's no game that no one thinks that they should be in, and they're going to battle, when they're going to fight, they're going to do all those things. And so, man, I'm looking forward to seeing Permian battle again. It's going to be fun. Hey, like I told you guys off the air, the last time I told y'all, Key, the last time the Permian played was in 2008. Played Allen. I happened to be there. I believe it was Texas Stadium's last year, the old Texas Stadium. And so we were one of the last games to be played at that stadium. And I believe we were probably, I don't know if we were, I think Allen was number one in the state. I mean, we may have been up like 5 or 6 in the state or something like that. But man, it was a battle. And they had a lot of good athletes. And man, our kid, and the point of the story was, really we were outmanned a little bit, right? They had big guys, they're faster. Of course, we had a lot of good football players ourselves. And I believe we were down 21-0 at halftime, and we couldn't move the ball an inch. I'm talking 1 inch. We could not move the ball. We couldn't stop them. They were dragging our defenders, and it almost looked like we didn't have a chance. Somehow after halftime, that mojo magic, man, it just kind of sparked a little bit, man. It kind of caught on fire a little bit, and man, we hauled and we just ran off lots of scores. They couldn't stop us all of a sudden. We came up, we were driving to win the game with 2 minutes left to go. It was 22, 28, 22, something like that. We're driving to win the game. We get on about the 20. Mind you, they hadn't stopped us the whole second half. And we get to about the 20 something, and it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3. We throw a little stop route, a little in route to our receiver, and I still say we get the first. Sergio's seen that clip, I'm sure. But they hadn't stopped us the whole second half, and our guy catches it, and on video, man, it looks like it's right there, on the pylon, and it was 1 inch short. 1 inch short. And Abilene goes on to win the state title. They actually blew everybody out. They didn't even have a close game after that. And so, gosh almighty, I think about that game so much. Matter of fact, I posted it on Facebook. Somebody had posted the last time they played, and it was like nightmares, man. I'm drinking coffee this morning, and I'm like, God, I was seeing all these things start going in my head, and I thought, man, I'm alive.
Still hurts.
Oh boy, does it? I'm telling you, man, it still hurts, man, because we had such good teams at that time. A lot of good football players, man, and so, man, it stung. It still stings every time I think about it, man. It pisses me off.
Didn't y'all
But
sign like 15 kids off of that team or something?
from 2007 to 2018, yes, yeah, we had a lot of Division I and Division II athletes. We had a lot of them, man. Man, it was a grip. I mean, we had kids who could really, really play football. I mean, not really only could they play football, they loved it. I mean, they were like a Jackson Franco, but there were about 20 or 30 of them. I mean, they just loved it. They never leave the field house ever. I mean, you'd have to kick them out of there, man. Like
Go
it was
home.
crazy. Oh yeah, those guys. Yeah, man. I go home, man. I gotta lock this thing up. Like they just love football, and so we were in a battle with them guys, and I just remember, dang it, man, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. So I'm hoping this year that Permian can get that mojo spark and kind of get that back a little bit and bring that little rivalry, back home to Odessa.
Statement.
Yeah, I think I'm excited about this. Who's the home team in this game? Do we know? I wonder if Permian's wearing white, they'll need to bust out those silver pants.
I really think Permian might be home.
Are they home?
I really do think that.
Joe, you don't like the silver pants?
Man, all white with the black stripes, man. All white, white helmet, all white with the black stripes, man. I mean, all white.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. Man, Permian's playing. They've just continued getting better and better as the season's gone on, and playing with a lot of confidence. And I love the way Gavin's running the ball right now. I think they kind of struggled a little bit early trying to get him going early in the season. Which kind of helped him out. Jacob was able to, kind of build his confidence through the air as the season's gone on, and now I think everything's kind of caught up. And defensively, they're playing smart football, creating turnovers. Like I said, they're exciting and fun to watch right now. So, hopefully, anytime you can get the Allen Eagles on the road and make them get away from their hometown, I mean, I think you got a good chance. But I like the way this Permian team is playing right now. So hopefully get the job done this week and move on to the next one.
Yeah. It'd be great, man, if all those guys could go get them.
Hey, I say this all the time. Anytime Permian's good, I always feel like West Texas just has a different type of energy during the football season, right?
Yeah.
I mean, don't you feel like that?
Yeah.
I always felt like that. Even when I was a kid, like, no disrespect to UTPB or anything like that, but really, Odessa Permian is our team. That really who represents us. Even if we play from Alpine or for Monahans, or if we play for Millie, it doesn't matter, man. When Odessa Permian's there, it's like our team. It's like everyone's team.
They've carried the flag for a long time.
Yeah, man. It's like it's everybody's team, man. So it just
That's the flag.
Yeah, Seven Flag, man, it just feels like everybody in West Texas who loves football, it just has a different energy.
Yeah. All of these teams, man, if they were to go and win this week, would be huge for the area. And even if it's just one of them or something, and it's not like we're not proud of them, but we are the folks out here are trying to change that narrative around. And there's some stuff that we can't really help, depending on the areas that we're at. But the kids are playing hard. There's a bunch of good kids. We got to talk to a few of them tonight, and those guys are good teammates, and they're doing all the good for their towns, man. But good luck to all the schools still battling, still representing the basin with pride. And the guys that wrapped up your seasons, man, congratulations. You all had a good year. It doesn't mean you don't have good coaches or good teammates or good work ethic. It just wasn't your season, but we see you, we appreciate you, and also stay tuned for hoops, Joe. Hoops is here.
Man, it's hoop season. I love it. As a matter of fact, I was out on my back porch last night and I was looking at the wall and I thought, man, I could put up four screens and put them together. So whenever March Madness comes, I can just sit there and watch all the games. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that.
Serge, I thought he was about to say I was going to put up a basketball
That's
goal.
why I thought the same thing.
Ain't doing that. No bad.
He'll watch, the grandkids will be here in a couple of years, and he's gonna be like, yeah, let's put up two so we can go play full court.
Maybe.
You gonna watch Permian and Midland Christian tomorrow, Joe?
Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. It's at 5, right?
4.
Oh, it's at 4 tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll watch the Christians and the Permian Panthers. It's going to be in Midland, right?
Yes, sir.
June. Yeah, I'll be there for sure.
Nice.
Bumped.
Well, if I don't get to talk to you guys, man, and all of our viewers, you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. And again, thank you to all of our sponsors, Double T, Kodiak, who else is in there? HZ Services and Texas Farm Bureau. We appreciate you guys for this season of football and volleyball. Hopefully, we get to come back to you next week with some more winners on the football side. But if not, we're going to transition into basketball. Again, coaches, get your dang nominations in. We're excited for the January 18th banquet at the Bush Convention Center. But as always, guys, play hard, lead strong. That's the 33 lead way. This has been episode 33 of the Permian Basin Playbook. We're signing off. Y'all go win a game.
Have a good one.
Thanks, guys.